welcome back to another Cricut video. And in this video, I'll be showing you how to make a denim apron with the personalized foiling touch using the Cricut Maker 3. Thank you again to Cricut for sponsoring this video, and I enjoyed all the products. I'm officially a Cricuter. I don't know if that's what you call it, but I love using the Cricut. If you see my last video, you saw that I mentioned that the Cricut Maker can cut and work with over 300 different materials, which is so crazy to me. I think it's so cool. So in this video, that's why I wanted to do something with vinyl that I have, because I have a bunch of vinyl and I wanted to incorporate that in my Cricut tutorial. As some of you may know, I'm very new to using a Cricut and I've been able to figure out the basics, but sometimes I have to look up tutorials just to make sure I'm doing it right and just to check out if there's any tips or tricks when using the Cricut. So here are some of the things I learned so far and I incorporated in my video. So let's get started. You'll need about 1 yard of denim, 3 yards of webbing strap material, and for the personalization, Cricut Maker and a foiling kit. Here I'm making the pattern according to the measurements for the person who it's for, but you can always adjust the measurements. I added 1/4 inch of seam allowance to everything except the top of the apron and the top of the pockets. Once you have the pattern made, you can cut out all the pieces. To get the placement for the pockets, use an awl punch to get it transferred to your fabric. Now just press all the seam allowances on the pocket pieces. After pressing them, make sure it's all even. Now sew the top of the pockets. Place it on your markings and sew all around. You can also add however many pockets you want just by sewing a seam down the middle. To sew the armhole, you can use some grosgrain ribbon for a cleaner finish. Cut the length of the ribbon so it fits right under the seam allowances on the sides. To make it easier to sew, I used binding tape to hold it in place so I can sew on the front of the apron. Most of the seams I did on this apron, I did a double stitch to have a nice look. I also used a little bit of a wider stitch length than normal. For the neck, cut out webbing according to your measurements and cut a 4-inch piece for the ring, attach the webbing to the middle of the slides, then slip through the metal loop. Attach the end of the straps to the back side of the top of the apron and sew. For the sides and the bottom of the apron, sew it the same way we did the armholes. Time for the Cricut foiling. This kit was a good deal because it comes with 3 different tips, tape, and the foils. Cut out a piece of vinyl according to the size you want and place it on your mat. On the Cricut space, type in your personalization. This is what my fiance chose. He uses Mr. Cross because his last name is Cruz. So I had to look up a tutorial to fill in text for foiling and found a helpful video from Corinne Blackstone. I personally wanted to fill in my design, so here are the steps. You will need an SVG file of lines. Upload that to your project. Turn it at an angle. This is so the fill comes out better. Place your text over it and highlight the text and a line sample, then press slice. Delete the rest and now you have a filled in text. For the cut operation, you want to press foil and your choice of point, and I chose medium. And now you're ready to make it. This is how it looks after the foil has been engraved. Cut out your personalized piece with some seam allowance to sew around it. And now you're ready to sew it on your pocket. Here I'm aligning it since I'll be adding a stitch down the middle. Use tape to help you hold it in place before you sew. Now sew the pocket down. The only thing left is to attach the side straps. Sew it down, then also sew down the ends of the straps. And then you're all done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, give it a thumbs up and comment below what you'd like to see next. If you'd like to see more of my tutorials, subscribe if you haven't already, and click the little bell notification so you can be notified when I upload a video. So stay tuned for more Cricut tutorials. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!